I started leading worship in MCC churches, at least in Stockton, at Valley Ministries, MCC. And when I first started, those 4 people, I just couldn't get enough singing. So I do like 6 or 7 songs in a row. And it's been so long since I've done that. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of singing that we're doing. And I think, we used to put those people down. I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but...
Yes, you did.
We're going to sing this song 12 times before we move on to song number 8. But I have to tell you, I love music because it's so expressive and because it expresses emotions that I think sometimes I just am incapable of expressing any other way. So when I worship, I kind of lose myself a little bit. So thank you for joining me. I felt like I was certainly not the only one worshiping.
Amen. The Spirit's in the house.
I'm going to start talking today about nothing about that. I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a moment. I want to talk about fireworks. Because they bug me. And I've been thinking a lot about them, and I just want to say this. This is my soapbox, so I'm going to take the advantage of being on my soapbox. I do not get why fireworks are such a big deal to some people. I mean, the first one, it's cool, right? It's like, oh, that's cool. When did that happen? And then the second one, it's exactly the same. It's no longer as cool. Maybe a different color. And you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But really, how many different colors are there in fireworks? Come on with me here. I know you all feel it. I know you've been thinking about this a lot. Because we're so close to Independence Day. I don't even know why they popped in my head, but I was thinking about them. Because it's like all these wonderful moments happen around fireworks, right? People just love them, and they love, oh, I can't wait for fireworks. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. After 3, my ADHD takes over, and I'm done. I want to go do something else. And then there's the grand finale, which is cool, it's loud. I do like the popping and the all that. But really, if you think about it, it's all the same stuff, just all together. And it can only fool me for so long. It's just not as, I think really if we were honest with ourselves, we would all say, yeah, you're kind of right. Like you think, I'm going to go to this fireworks show with this person because I love this person so dearly and it's important to them. And halfway through, you're like, oh my God, will this ever end? Okay, I will tell you why I was thinking about that. Because I think a lot about the life of Jesus. And I think if you look at it, it's like miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle. And I wonder if the disciples were like, oh my gosh, did you see what he did to the water? That was amazing. It was wine. It was water and then it was wine. And then later they go, oh my gosh, did you see him was walking on water? Did you not? And then months into it, they're like, yeah, I know. He can do that. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know how, but he does it. Right? I don't know if they ever got, beyond the aha of the couple fireworks that went up. But I do know that if I ever felt that way, if it was just ever business as usual, why would I be so shocked that the tomb was empty in 3 days? I mean, really, it's grand finale, right? It's like, yeah, okay, that's Jesus. But I say that because we talk about Jesus like it's kind of normal stuff that we read about, but he was here, I believe, to say, hey, listen to me. Look at me. I have something to say. And I'm not just the song.
Like it is a miracle.
Yeah, I planned that. That's just me. He came for more than just a fireworks show. He came for more than he doesn't just want to turn your head and have you go, oh, that was cool, and now it's done. And sadly, exactly. I think sometimes when we look at the life of Christ, when we look at the depth of Christ, when we talk about the resurrection of Christ, we talk about it like, oh my gosh, that was that, and then it's done. We say, oh, that was cool. Well, I could never do that, but it was really cool. I had this expression when I was growing up, my dad used to say it all the time, don't be so heavenly minded that you're no earthly good. And yet sometimes I think we get our heads kind of up there in this theological cloud of, yeah, okay, Jesus rose from the dead, and that means that I can have salvation and we have grace and we're done. And then we move along. Like, that was big, that was awesome, but that was it. And if that's all, if it was just so that I could feel, first of all, shame for hanging him up on the cross, and then second, feel forgiveness because he resurrected, and then I could just like have my good amount of religious guilt, but then find a way to be redeemed and pray and go, oh, so that when people see me on the street and they say, how are you? And I say, blessed. If that's all it was, I honestly believe Jesus would have just stayed in the tomb. I don't think Jesus rose from the grave so that we could feel all singled out and special and blessed and chosen. I think that Jesus rose from the grave because he had one final message to say. We talked on Thursday about when he was in the upper room. It's when he introduced the new commandment that you love one another. Did you know that's when he introduced that in the upper room? Right after washing their feet. Right after serving them a meal, he said, the commandment I give to you is that you love one another as I love you. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's the new commandment. Forget about the rest. Love one another. And then he died because he loved so much he wasn't willing to go against that. And then he rose from the grave. Do you know what he had to say once he rose from the grave? The things that you have seen me do also. And sometimes I think of that like I think, well, why can't I turn water into wine? I've tried. Jesus said I should be able to do what that would save me some money. Why can't I raise from the dead? That'd be awesome. And I'd say all that kidding, but when my mom died, I prayed and prayed. Okay, God, you say, if I can do things that Jesus did, here's the time, here's the now. I don't think that's what he was saying. He was saying, love one another like you've seen me love. That's how resurrection happens. That's how new life happens. It's never about just being singled out and special. It's about loving the community of God. And by the way, the community of God is not a closed community. You don't have to come into the doors of this church or any church to be a part of the body of God, the creation of God, whatever you call it, however you see it. Jesus rose from the dead to say, it doesn't end in the tomb. The things that you've heard me do, the things that you've seen me do, the words that you've heard me speak, the tears that you've seen me shed, the love that you've seen me give, now is resurrected in you. That's the new life. That is resurrection, more powerful than any corpse standing up and walking. Is that the love of Christ lives again in us. And we impart it to others. And then it lives in them. And they impart it to others. And then it lives in them. What if that was just our perspective? What if this week I've been really trying to live in the love of Christ. And yes, this is my Achilles. Yesterday, somebody cut me off. I didn't say nice things. And then I said to myself, it doesn't matter, they can't hear. And then I said, no, it does matter. Because that's a person. And I've just put words out into the universe that aren't kind. What if we just checked ourselves on that all the time? Randomly the churches get told I'm Josie. He did not raise from the dead so that we could say, what a magnificent finale that was. He rose from the dead to live alive in us. The love of Christ, the peace of Christ, the grace of Christ, the acceptance of Christ, the love of Christ, and the Christ that stood up for anybody who was being oppressed and marginalized. That's, I believe, what resurrected life is. I challenge you this morning. I just challenge you to take Easter with you every day from this point forward. And remind yourself when you see somebody, my God, Christ's love is resurrected in me. When somebody makes you mad, step back and say, Christ resurrected me. I need your love. I need your grace. Amen. When someone is down and out, and you just don't have time to pull over on the side of the road, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe if we just put lenses on that said, Christ come alive in me, be resurrected. That's the grand finale of Easter. And it goes on